Let's talk about the differences between culture and norms, and then discuss why it matters at the project and program management levels. First off, let's talk about culture. Culture is a series of behaviors, attitudes that make up a society or organization. Norms are the expected behaviors that members of that particular society, organization, or team should display in terms of behaviors. Now, in terms of project management, projects are, as we mentioned, a subculture of our larger organization. And so we have various people from different cultures, different walks of life, different parts of the country sometimes, different countries coming together with different backgrounds, having to work together to accomplish a common set of objectives. And as we know, when the more people that we have, the more communication channels that we have. The greater the communication channels that we have, the increase in risk, the increase in complexity. Now, when you take people and you distribute them, for example, over multiple time zones, that makes it even more challenging, because then we lose the ability, for example, to have face-to-face communication. We have to rely a lot more on email and other forms of non-face-to-face communication. And we know face-to-face communication is usually the most effective. As we know, if you do Scrum, for example, you have a daily stand-up. One of the activities within a daily stand-up is for the team to discuss some of the things that they're working on, some of the things that they've completed, and whether or not there's any impediments that they've run into. Well, one simple thing that they might want to be able to do is to kind of establish face-to-face communication in a distributed world is, one, meet at a time that everybody can meet. And two, do something simple like turn on your cameras on your computers and interact not only from a voice standpoint, but also have the visual camera there in order to convey that information. And so that's one particular tool or technique that can be implemented that can help people feel more connected and improve the communication and trust within a team in a distributed environment. So how do we bridge cultural differences between teams in different countries? As we know, different countries have different norms, and we're somewhat ethnocentric if we start to judge people by their various norms and expect that they behave the way we do. So one particular thing could be is if you have a team, in the U.S. And maybe in the United States, they interact a certain way, and a team overseas in a particular area has different ways of running a meeting or starting a meeting at a particular time, and or the way they address one another. Those sorts of things are important to recognize. And once you start to understand those differences, the teams can start to figure out a way of bridging that gap by identifying behaviors, norms that they can align on, they can agree to, that helps establish a common culture, so to speak,